Hi everyone, welcome to Camille's Holistic Health Show. I'm Dr. Cam. Today we're going to talk about the risks and simple steps to avoid and prevent common cancers. And if this is a video of interest to you and any of the other videos that I have in my library of videos, then go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell so you can get notified every time I have a new video coming out. Okay, so let's begin. So the unique characteristics of cancer really strikes intense fear among many people. And it's probably because lots of times cancer can be fatal, it can be incurable, and there are lots of unknowns around the causes of cancer. And so, one of the reasons why it's really important to overcome this type of fear is to really go into action and try to avoid and prevent common cancers. So, cancer is a unique illness, as we know, and it's really created in our cells, and it's due to a division of our DNA, and it replicates after some time. And depending on the type of cancer that someone may have, it can be either replicating at a speed, quite a speed, or it can actually be slower. So it all depends on the type of cancer, where it is, and the types of limits that go with it when it divides as well. So that's basically cancer in a nutshell. And our bodies were created with an inherent set of tools, and that's our immune system. Really, it helps us keep illness away and it from really destroying our body altogether. So, not so luckily for us, we live in an age where the maintenance of the immune system is really incredibly poor. And that is really one of the reasons why cancer is really increased at such a rate by both men and women, and to increase the ability of our immune system to ensure that it can do the job, we must thrive or strive to really live a healthy lifestyle. And our immune system is really the main system in our body to really help us defeat disease that really, it might be at the forefront and is about to rear its ugly head. And so it's best that we, keep in action in order to avoid the inevitable ways of getting cancer. So one of the great ways to continue, doing this is to keep the body moving and regularly, at least 3 times a week. And this is actually one of the cheapest, easiest, and potentially most effective way to promote healthy lifestyle and to activate the immune system altogether. So if you have a staircase in your home, doing 15 minutes of this can really strengthen, boost the immune system. And do sit-ups, push-ups, um, and the key is to do something which will actually um, you know keep the immune system working in your favor. So that's one of the reasons. And regular healthy diet. And as we know, the American standard diet is really not a great way to help maintain a healthy way to prevent common cancers. So a healthy um, type of diet, depending on what you really want, is all based on individual lifestyle that you can actually look into for your health. So, um, I know, remember, organic foods is also important. And why? Because of the pesticides, herbicides in these foods. And if you go to eat more vegetables and fruits, I suggest that you eat more organic as well, just to prevent these types of um, uh, environmental uh, stuff that goes into our foods that can increase our potential increase in, having more common cancers. So look also to have a new perspective and creating every time you pick up a book, you eat your dinner, have a different perspective on something and choosing better restaurants, choosing better foods rather than greasy dinners will actually help you with your mindset around getting into a routine and then changing your lifestyle. So, what really happens uh, is we are getting our mind and our body prepared for every opportunity to limit our risk to get these types of cancers. So, um, also reducing stress is another way to actually improve your immune system because stress is actually a massive immune system inhibitor and it can come at all angles before you even realize it. And the intensity of your stress can actually add more disease increase as well. So, recognizing the source of your stress in your life, in your work, on it can actually work on healing your body from the inside out. And remember, if anything worries you or impacts you in such a way that triggers you or triggers your stress or causes you to constantly focus on that particular situation, then I suggest to limit the types of uh, contact with maybe an individual or individuals. Try to do it, have contact in a different way to reduce your stress. Remember, you're not obligated and you are not, you know, know that when we increase our chances of wanting to please someone or please individuals in our lives and having obligations and expectations it's really a mother of disappointment and it could be disappointment on both ends and it's important to do what's best for you and nothing else and you know the best you can do for others and the best you can do um, for your life, your work, your finances. Do the best you can and try not to be over giving on ends too because that can also increase your chances of having other types of problems in your life. So meditation is another. Remember to always focus on you first. It's not a selfish thing to try to do things for you because if you can't take care of you, you can't take care of others. So remember that as well. It's not a selfish situation, it's just self preservation. Okay, so increasing risk factors. And some of the risk factors: cigarette smoking, infections, radiation, immune suppressive medications is definitely another, and especially after organ transplant or any types of operations. So increased risk of cancer that may affect the risk of cancer is diet, alcohol, obesity, diabetes, lack of physical activity, as I had mentioned, and environmental risk factors like pesticides and herbicides, and there are so many more. So other factors, our diet, the foods that you eat on a regular basis make up your diet. And so looking into the different types of foods that might trigger cancer, greasy foods, right? Um, increased salt, increased sugar. These things cause inflammation, which then causes an increased risk of cancer as well. So alcohol uh, increases certain types of cancers, and this is oral cancer, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, esophageal cancer. Okay, so it's best to limit your alcohol if you do in through the week. So take a look at that as well. And your physical activity. Studies have shown that people who are physically active have a lower risk of actually having um, certain types of cancers. So that's a good thing, especially if you are looking for options around this. So I suggest that is definitely something you should take in actionable steps right now to increase your physical activity right now. So obesity and losing uh, weight is definitely an actionable step to reduce your risk of pancreatic cancer, esophageal cancer, endometrial cancer, kidney cancer, colorectal cancer, and breast cancer. So lowering weight, getting rid of things in the environment, increasing your physical activity, lowering your stress levels. These are things that you can actually do right now, actionable steps to really lower your chances of getting any types of common cancers. Diabetes. If you are pre-diabetic or you wanting to prevent just from getting diabetes, and you have a father, mother who's had or have has diabetes, then you want to look into that as well. Um, it's not really diabetes type 2 is not really a genetic, but definitely there are some components that might be genetic and we don't really know. Science doesn't know everything. So it's important to lower your risk due to certain types of cancers if uh, to prevent diabetes. And this is bladder cancer, breast cancer, colorectal cancer, endometrial, liver, lung, oral, ovarian cancer, and pancreatic cancer. So definitely another one is to lower your carb intake and any types of uh, fruits and vegetables. Definitely something you want to, if you crave sugar, it's something you want to take into consideration. Now, lots of people go on to YouTube and different types of weight loss um, and try to lose weight on their own. And it's definitely something that people in the medical professional arena want you to really consider doing things that are on your own. It's okay to do things on a cheaper end, but really you want to look into someone that might give you some better benefits, especially if they know a lot about nutrition. Um, a lot of things are on the internet today that, uh, you know, you don't really know how to take that into consideration because we are all individuals. And because of that, we can't always do a cookie cutter type of diet and expect that, um, when we lose weight, we might be losing it at a rapid speed than our body really wants us to. And that can hurt a lot of different organs, especially the cardiovascular system. So you want to be able to understand your individual uh, makeup and know how to adjust with a lifestyle that is appropriate for you. And you can ask your physician, you can ask anyone that knows how to handle and take the risk out of the equation and really get you to a healthy weight, the more in a more appropriate way to reduce your risk of cardiovascular problems too. Okay, so definitely something to take into consideration. And we also know that different vitamins and supplements are really important to prevent common cancers. And this is really vitamin C. And these are things that you can really get in a whole abundance in your organic fruits and vegetables. Vitamin D, you can take that as a supplement as well. And selenium, folic acid, vitamin E, vitamin B12, and vitamin 6. Beta carotene is another. And lots can be taken in with the different types of foods that you eat. But vitamin D is definitely been studied and has been shown to actually be an anti-cancer, has anti-cancer effects. So, taking a dose of 400 to 1,000 IU's a day can actually lower your increased risk of common cancers today. So, these are really actionable things you can really do right now to improve your, health, improve your wellness, and, definitely if it is an increased risk for you in your family, depending on your genetics, depending on your lifestyle, these are things that you can do right now to get to your, your optimal mind, body, spirit balance for health and wellness and great optimal lifestyle. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell, and get notified every time I have a new video coming out. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time in the next video. Bye now.